Hello everyone. This is going to be the start of a brand new series that I've been working on. This is my first ever video on this account, but I believe I've been playing this game for a while. This is my second account. My first account, I'm actually currently still working on. But I figured, let's just have fun, right? It's a learning experience because on my first account I didn't get much done, but then I've been playing this game a lot recently, and I'm really addicted to this game, right? So I figured, why not give this game just a series of its own? I figured it can be really good to start off with. And I didn't do much. I just did the tutorial, came here, crafted the gloves. But I figured it could be a let's play where we have goals that we set out. Now, I will actually... In this series, we are going to be doing a couple of things. We're going to first start off with our anvil. You always want to start off with the anvil first. Grab your items or start it, right? Look at that. I got 3 levels. Now, this is the hardest part, because you want to level these up pretty efficiently, and I don't know the most efficient way, but I always start off with capacity. Because usually I don't come here too often, but I come here often enough to remember to collect my items. Also, another key thing is inventory management. You want to have great inventory management, right? I mean, there's going to be a point when you're collecting so much items that you can't keep up, but that's okay. All right, so... I'm personally going to set out a goal of discovering map 2, which should be easy. I should be able just to walk there. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I haven't decided what class I want to go yet. Some part of me wants to say a warrior, just because I genuinely like warrior classes in most games. And... I wish I could say this game was not time consuming. It is, but in a let's play we can show progress, and you can play side by side with me. The slowest part will be the very, very beginning, but once you get past a certain point, it's not so bad as long as you're trying to be efficient. If you want to look for people to help you out, I recommend joining the Discord. This game is a really good community. It's a small game, but the developer enjoys anybody who plays this game, right? He's a pretty cool guy. I can't say I personally met him, but I have seen from other people who have met him. He's a pretty cool person. If you're lucky, though, he does play this game fairly often, so if you're lucky, you will see him in-game. Now, how you will be able to tell the difference between him and everyone else is his character model is much taller. Like, he's like this tall. It's pretty cool. Alright, so the first goal is probably just to, get to the second map, and then just pretty much level up like crazy. And this may be a simple game to some people, but I enjoy it, truly. On my main account so far, I've spent, I want to say, like 7,000 idle hours AFK or something like that. Not 7,000. I don't remember actually how many hours I stayed AFK. I think it was 7,000 minutes or something like that. And that's just AFK. I also let my phone like just play this game casually. And then I started just playing on PC. And I've been PC on... Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, this game is compatible with both PC and phones. So you could just download this game and play on both. I do recommend it because PC does have a little bit of quality of life changes. The game is still the same fundamentally. It's just you got this little crosshair, which is easier to select items because if you have a small phone, you know, traditionally most people, they got pretty good sized phone nowadays. But if you're still someone who has a tiny phone and you're like frustrated or anything about small keys, I recommend trying on PC or a tablet. We're almost able to reach to the second area now. I haven't quite decided what build I want to go for, so I haven't assigned any stat points yet. I'm thinking I want to go with the warrior. Ooh, make it back to town. No, I'm gonna die. I wasn't paying attention to my health. At the very start, it's a little hard. But right after this, he'll teach you about getting you some more gear. Similar to how he taught you to get the weapon. Alright, so we reached map 2. We're going to go right back just so we can turn in our quest. We're not going to worry about fighting anything there just yet. Now, if you want to read the dialogue, I recommend this to play the game. It's really good and sometimes pretty funny. And then now it's telling me I need to assign stat points. Assign 5 of them. I don't really like assigning stat points, but we're going to go with wisdom. Now, if we're going to be a warrior, we're going to need accuracy in this game. Accuracy is key to really good progression, right? You're going to want accuracy so you can hit the monsters and do consistent damage. Alright. By a certain level, I want to have at least a certain amount of accuracy if I want to be a warrior. At the very start, it doesn't matter. Honestly, you could just choose any one of these. You get a free restat book. I just want to build for the future. Alright, so it's telling me that I'm underpowered, right? I'm going to take a lot of damage. That's the reason why I didn't want to come here yet. So I'm going to let the frogs take me out, and I'm going back to town. Alright. It's because I need to go and do the next quest. At the start of the game, don't be worried about selling your items, because honestly, it doesn't really matter. Right? People think it matters. It really doesn't. Alright, claim that to increase your inventory. Inventory, if I remember correctly, it is spread across all your characters. So, oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to, boop, there we are. So no big deal. Alright, so to get your mining certificate, you got to come in here and talk to this guy. He's going to, have a whole bunch of dialogue about pretty much just chopping ore with a pickaxe. But you don't own one, but it automatically has one for you. So need to worry. You just need to get 5. After this, he will ask you to create 1 bar and give you some oil. Now, there are a few good tips that I can give you with that oil. If you're somebody who likes to cheese, I think there used to be a way to before you use the item, you take it out and you keep the item. Now, I'm not sure if that's still around, and we're going to find out. But yeah, this is pretty good progress already. We're not going to do the copper minigame, or, the mini games for life skilling yet, because we're going to be unlocking our second character at normal level 7. Alright, let's talk to this guy. He's going to be like, hey, can you put the ore into the first slot? And then he's going to give you this. This is insanely good. Alright, so right before you use the item, you just take it out. But I think it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, I don't think it works anymore. But that's okay. You don't really need to cheese. You just need one, pretty much. One bar, and then you talk to him. Now, you can literally upgrade the forge as many times as you want. Me personally, I like to start off with ore capacity, because I typically like to have a separate character just farming here constantly. These iron, and then I put them into here to make iron bars, because you're going to need a lot of iron bars later. Also, another quality of life thing is when you're on PC. I don't know if you have this on mobile anymore, because I haven't played on mobile in forever. But he does give you gems and candy to skip time, which is pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to do personally is I'm going to take that oil and I'm going to sell it. I'm actually kind of grateful he took that out of the game, because there's a lot of people who exploit a lot of bugs. That was the first time I've ever tried that. There's just nothing wrong with, trying to use bugs to help you out. I mean, okay, albeit the developer probably wouldn't like it, but yeah, so I need to be level 4. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to put this into my storage for my second character. Right? Now, I typically like, until I unlock, a whole bunch of slots, I typically like to put copper either on the back bar or on the front. And then I'll work with wood, then another item. But that's how I do my inventory management. I will be overflowing at one point with tons of resources. I'm actually going to do this, because I don't want to use the candy at the start of the game. True, you can, and it will help you out with progression, but he told me I need to do this. Now, I need to cut trees in order to get the rest of the items needed for some of these. I need 15 and 5. This one I'm going to need oak logs. Right? So, let me check out how many spores I got. I only got 11, so I'm going to need to get at least 25. But I'm going to come here and chop some copper, sorry. Been playing on my main account too much. So let me know if you guys enjoy the long series, or if you want me to edit it down, right? I can do like 30 plus minutes of just raw footage, or I can edit it down to like 10-minute videos. It all depends on what you guys want. The first video will probably be very long, because it's just an introduction to the series. And after that, I will go off of what you guys say. Do you want it to be shorter, or do you want it to be longer? I genuinely like this game. There is only one issue. When you first start off, there's not a lot you can do, right? It's a little on the slow side because, I mean, your hit chance is pretty low, which that can be mitigated if you did strength, right? You put all your points into strength. You can kind of mitigate a little bit of that, but not much. It's usually not that bad. If you just get a character and you dedicate them to one thing, typically it's not so bad. Ooh, I got 2 ores that time. I think after we get our first orange tea, we might actually call our progression there. Or should we go for bean slices? I don't know. That's 100 kills. I don't know. That's a little bit of a long one, but it all depends on how fast we make progression go. So, I wanted to say, I hope everyone is doing okay. I understand it's been really crazy for the past year plus. It's just been chaotic. You know, everyone is probably going through some things right now. And I truly want everyone to feel better. Okay? You know, if you're having a bad day, just try to think the problems that you're going through right now are only temporary. Things will be much better in due time. You know, just keep trying, keep working hard, and just stay healthy, you know? As I've been told growing up, you know, if you neglect your personal health, you're not gonna do real well. Just make sure you sleep properly, make sure you do what you have to do, right? Also, I have a Twitch account. If you wish, I can link my Twitch account in the description. And you can catch me playing this game live there on Discord. Not Discord, sorry, Twitch. It would be cool to have all of y'all come and watch me play live, record the videos of the Let's Play. You get to see my one-on-one progress, and you get to interact with me. It's pretty slow at the start, as I said. Progression is not the name of the game when it comes to this. You can't expect fast progression when you're first starting off because, your hit rate is really low. But, when you actually start to play and you get past a certain threshold, it does speed up pretty heavily. Now, true, you can go and use that candy to speed everything up at the start of the game. It's just, to me, I'd rather save it for the late game because, or I want to say around the mid game. Mid game would be when I'm getting toward Armok, I fight Armok and I beat him, so on. Now, typically what I like to do, instead of fighting Armok super early in the game, I tend to fight him around level 30 to 35. It depends on me, right? And I'll typically have a whole bunch of stamps and just really good stuff, right? Alright. We can actually stop, but I'm going to keep going because I need 20 bars. Which means I'm going to need 40 copper ore, I believe. Because I think it's 2 copper ore in order to make 1 bar. Yep. The name of this game is Progression. And it's definitely grueling, but it's worth it. Like, a lot of people, they'll quit playing this game from what I've seen because of how slow the game plays. But it's similar to playing, like, other mainstream games. You're not going to find a lot of action at the start. You have to get past a certain point, and then the game becomes so much more fun. Because if you work really hard on one character, right? You can use that one character alone to progress all of your other characters pretty quickly. So let's say you get 4 characters, right? And you use all 4 characters for different things. Say, like, my first character, I typically use him for being my main, DPS, my pretty much my carry, right? And I will invest all of my resources into this guy first, but my second character, I usually let that be a miner. I'm pretty sure typically a lot of people do this, because just having him mine for you constantly, it helps. It helps, right? And then my third character is usually like a mage. Right, and I use them for wood chopping. But typically, I level that character up, and then I will do that because of how efficiency and all that works. But then again, even on my main account, I'm not that far into the game. I made it to World 2. I haven't even got a second subclass. So I don't know anything, the ins and outs of this game. And if you guys have any helpful tips down in the comment section, just let me know. Because I'm probably not doing anything super efficiently here. If I wanted to do things efficiently, one of you guys are probably going to have to tell me. Because I don't typically talk in the Discord group. Not too often. But that's mainly because, I'm not a very sociable person usually. That's just because of anxiety issues, which I'm working past. So if there's anything that you can help me out with, I'm all open for suggestions. In fact, most of my tunes are gonna be named after you guys. So when I go to make my miner, I'm gonna let you guys decide its name. Right? Or my, my wizard. Or mage, sorry. So, I'm gonna let you guys decide. Alright, so I'm actually gonna take a quick break from here. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go get my pickaxe from down in my chest. Or storage, right? That's going to make things much quicker. Alright, so mining power is really, really good. Right? You're going to want a lot of mining power if you're going to want to have a character just doing stuff for you. In fact, I remember I had 17 accuracy, right? I have a 27 now. It's actually really, really big difference. Alright, so when it comes to Gym Shop, as you're playing through the game on the PC, I don't know about, phones. You will be getting gems for doing achievements and stuff. Typically, I would recommend going for the features tab first, get the anvil. Because one of the slowest things for you at the start of the game will be leveling up your anvil. It doesn't mean that you can't go with the other ones like the forged brimstone slots or anything. I'll let that be up to you guys, what y'all want to do on y'all's account. But me, I think I'm going to try to save up for the anvil first. But I'm also open to spend money on this game. I recommend if anyone has extra money and they don't mind spending, support the game if you guys want. It's up to you. The developer is really, really cool though, right? In this game, it's up to you really what you want to do, because if you don't think you're going to be playing for a long time, say if you just play this on the occasion, then it may not be as worth it for you. Me, I'm probably going to spend a little bit of money in this game. Typically just to get a few of the not necessary but helpful things to have at the start of the game. Like the anvil. I would really like to get the anvil. Right? The awesome thing about me doing this series is maybe you will catch lava in the comment section. It's pretty cool, right? You get to probably interact with the actual game developer. Alright, so I'm thinking at my first goal, honestly, I want my first goal, which we're going to check. Okay, so we got 27. Yeah, 28. Okay. We're probably going to go for the spear first. Oh, we only needed 10 bars. I am very bad at math. Okay, we'll need 25. So we'll need about 50 in total, I think. Now, we'll be talking to all the NPCs and doing their quests as we go through the series. But typically, you don't want to try to do everything at the start, because you are limited. Alright, so my first goal will be getting the spear. Then after that, I will work on getting the armor just so we can go into the next area and not die immediately. Then after that, we might call it, because I'm actually going to probably edit down the video. I'm still up in the air on all the best things to do. So, as I said, if anyone's willing to suggest a couple of things, I'm not going to say no personally. Because there's probably a more efficient way about going about everything. Like at the start, you could probably just go damage. It doesn't really matter. I just want to save all of my opportunities, if I can, for talent reset potions for my sub-characters. I'm thinking I want to have my miner be a warrior as well, because, obviously they scale far better than if you were like a archer and trying to do mining. But typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build for damage, push through a lot of content, and then go warrior, like go miner. So it's a little tough at the start. But really, this game, you can progress just really a little bit slower if you go AFK, but you can still progress, right? A lot of people that feel pressured into just to actively playing the game, and yeah, you can. Like right now, I'm actively playing on my alternate account. In the future, I can actually show you what my main account looks like right now. Or at that point in time. But I will let that be up to if you guys want to see my main account. You know, you actually can just go a few points into luck at the start. I believe it boosts your damage. I'm a little unsure. I think it boosts your damage if you're a beginner. I know it boosts your accuracy for sure. But I actually am working on making a hidden class on my main account. So when I went to go and put luck as my main attribute, it seemed like my damage was increasing. I'll probably have to look on the Discord and see if anyone said anything about that. I'm actually probably going to go live on Twitch at some point. So if you guys want to, see the game, or I may even go live on YouTube. So if you guys want to be notified, just if you subscribe, you should be notified. Though sometimes we know how the YouTube algorithm bot works. It doesn't want to always notify people until like 15 minutes or so after. But typically, if I go on a large streaming, I usually stream for like an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3. Ooh. All right, so typically finding one of these is pretty rare right off the bat. Right? Yeah, only Green Spores dropped this. It's a really good weapon. Or, not weapon, equipment. Right? Now, I can actually swap up the format, right? On how I'm playing this game. If you guys want to see me actively play, then I can do this, or I can actually record everything, edit it down, and then voice over on top of it. If you guys want to see that. It makes it a little bit nicer and cleaner to look at. And it also lets me read off of a script, right? Which makes the audio part of it much cleaner. So I'll let that be up to you guys, what you want to hear. So typically this game is pretty good, right? A little on the slow side, which is true. But really, I just look at it as like goals, right? Your first goal, be able to take out spores quickly. Spores, while they're probably the most, I don't want to say useless out of all of them, they're a great beginner because if you get lucky and get their card, they boost your health by quite a bit. And if you're a warrior and you invest into, like, say, meat shank, it can be pretty good. Yeah, this game is pretty funny. Yep. Okay, so actually, yeah, take his tips, right, into consideration. Play on both Android and PC for gems. you can actually earn gems pretty quickly in this game, right? Just by actively playing, joining a guild, I think. I can't remember. I think a guild gives you gems. You're gonna have to let me know in the comment section below if that's the case. But you can also do a challenge, and on the Discord, I hear that they do challenges all the time for whoever makes it the highest in this a particular area from the minigame, actually get sent gems. So honestly, recommend joining the Discord if you have a Discord account. It's pretty cool, and it's a pretty calming area. Alright, so I'm actually going to go and make copper bars now. I should have actually kept the copper bars in here while I was doing that, so it wouldn't have been as long of a wait, but that's okay. Because I'm going to actually... I'm going to do something I don't recommend for some people. I'm going to buy some oil. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. The actual like loadout of the UI system is a little bit awkward for me. I just want to check on this. Always keep this going, by the way. If you can help it, unless if you're going to sleep or something, just keep it going. Alright, let's see. There's 2 tabs to this and such. Alright, so this guy we can't talk to until we get a like chisel or something. But that's quite a bit of money that we don't have to buy one. But we can talk to Mr. Piggybank. He's going to give us a quest to talk to a pig. Basically, the thief who's on the second map. Alright, we go ahead and take the quest. So, in order to access the stamp collection and all of that, we'll have to go to the second map and talk to the guy. And such. By the way, it says hi. So you know what's silly about this game is there's actually a lot of hidden things. Like, I don't want to spoil everything for you, but you see the little sewer? You can go in here. Do not try to attack these enemies. Just look. My survival rate is 0. These guys will one-shot me. They one-shot my main account still. They hurt. They really, really hurt. So while this is going on, I'm going to be chopping some trees. Basically, you always want to be doing something, right? You always want to be doing something. Whether you're actively playing or you're not actively playing. Alright, so I've been recording for a little over an hour now. So I'm probably going to edit it down for obvious reasons. But I do like progression, and I will let you know how far we make it. I'm gonna let my character auto here at spores just so I can get some levels, or I might let them cut trees. You know what? We're gonna auto here at spores. So we're gonna take everything. We're gonna take it to our storage. All right. typically you want to auto if you want to get levels, right? And my goal is to hit level 10 or even level 9. Level 9 is fine. Alright, actually a good tip for you guys is there is a quick tap feature on I think, here. Quick tap will make things much quicker. Or you can deposit all from your inventory. Now, there is one thing I'm going to look toward getting when we come back. And that's going to be more or less we're going to be trying to get one of these. But first, we're going to stockpile on these statues. These statues are really, really good. We're going to take the statues and we're going to put them into here. Always save your statues at the beginning of the game. Do not get rid of them because they're going to be useful when we get this guy unlocked. Purchase the 3 in here every day that you can, right? Because it resets in another 47 minutes. So I will probably be getting back on and grabbing them again. And I will let you know how far we make it in all the progression that we've done in the next episode. With all that being said, see you in the next one.